Ciao, great question. Ma and però are synonyms. They mean the same thing. They are usually translated as but. Però can also be translated as though. The main difference between the two is only really their placement. In fact, ma can be used to show contrast at the beginning of a sentence. For example, ma che dici? Ma che fai? What are you saying? What are you doing? Well, però is a little bit more flexible because it can be used either at the beginning or at the end of a sentence. It's a little bit more informal, whereas ma is a little bit neutral. Avoid saying ma però together. They don't go well together because they mean the same thing, so you don't want to say the same thing twice. Both ma and però are congiunzioni avversative, adversative linking words. They usually show a contrast between the first and second clause. They're linking two independent clauses, and they're both usually placed between the two. Però can also be placed at the end. So you can say, mi piace la pizza, ma non la voglio adesso. And, mi piace la pizza, però non la voglio adesso. They both mean the same thing. I like pizza, but I don't want it now. While you can't place ma in a different spot, you can do that with però. Mi piace la pizza, non la voglio adesso però. That's a little bit more informal. It's used that way a little bit more in conversation, but it's not incorrect. So when you place però at the end, it means a little bit more like though. I like pizza, I don't want it though. Well, if you place it in the middle, so between the two sentences that you're linking, it's more like but. I like pizza, but I don't want it now. One difference though between the two linking words is that ma can be used to replace something or to substitute something, while però cannot. For example, non voglio questa maglietta, ma quella. I don't want this shirt, but that one. You can't say però in this case, because that would mean though. Although ma is a linking word that shows contrast, it's pretty common in colloquial Italian in front of a sentence that shows contrast, either excitement or even annoyance. For example, ma che dici? Ma che fai? Ma che cavolo? A colloquial expression using però is, for example, ah però, which you say to show contrast but more like doubt mixed with surprise. For example, your son comes to you and says, ho finito tutti I compiti. Ah però. You respond saying ah però because it's like, oh, wow, good. Like I wasn't expecting that. It's a good surprise. I hope this makes sense. Ciao!